Welcome back to more Forza Horizon 4 with our no HUD playthrough. And yeah, we're gonna continue today with the winter season. It's still going for another day or two. And yeah, we're gonna, just take things as they come, really. That's the great thing about this game. And the no HUD, you don't really have to go through the game in a certain order. You can do whatever you please and whatever you wanna do. And that is basically what we will be doing. Just like driving around, getting to find new stuff to do, and ultimately triggering the last showcase. We got a couple wheel spins here, so I would like to trigger those before we head out. I've also changed my Dodge Charger to have snow tires because I saw that it's definitely recommended. I didn't know that was actually a thing, considering I didn't really get to play too much in the snow season when I played it for the first time. But yeah, applied some snow tires, increased my ranking ever so slightly, and we should also have a much better grip now in this winter weather. Yeah, for now though, let's go and spin the wheel. Off to a good start, 200k. Oh yeah, got the Aventador with a speed skill boost. That is pretty awesome. It's a car I really like to drive in these games, so definitely gonna make use of this one. It's a value of 560,000 credits. That is honestly really decent. Great pull. I wanna go ahead and make sure that it is properly tuned.
This is Chris Goss back with you on Hospital Records. Now, what did you think of the motocross riders in that last showcase race? Half as many wheels, but twice the fun.
Yeah, but there were 4 of them, weren't there? Which makes 8 wheels, which is twice as many.
There's the body kit preset. You know, it's like the same exact one that we're currently having. Let's also go ahead and get the skill legend here. Your car skill multiplier can go up to 6. And another wheel spin here. Yeah, let's go ahead and also apply snow tires here. Okay, never mind, there aren't any snow tires. In that case, I'm gonna look for a tune here.
The mechanics of the festival keep an archive of every engine setup that you can access here. Have a browse, get one rigged up under your hood, and enjoy.
So it's like a maxed out Aventador. Would be pretty nice to have, I guess, for any kind of challenges, really. But instead of like max stats, I would like to have just like a good solid kind of tune, I guess. Because the lower the rating and the better your stats, you know, it can be more important sometimes, because a max rating will kind of like set you up against other cars with like max rating, which can make it more difficult, but let's go for the unbeatable beast. Let's have a look at the community designs here for this particular car. This one looks pretty cool. Okay, let's go for this one. Like a black and gold color combo. Now I still want to go and change to the Dodge Charger here. However, I want to make my Lambo a favorite first. To have like tagged here. Right. And then we're changing to the Charger. Because there's actually snow tires and it's not quite as fast, so it's not as easy to lose control.
This is it. World's fastest. Something I've always wanted to do. Sure, it's a business, but I like to think it's a way for anyone to experience the Horizon life. And it's an excuse for you to drive some incredible hypercars.
Okay, currently we're up here. We could start with a circuit race here.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
And do another two-wheel spins. Pretty nice. The Camaro Z28.
You have arrived at your destination.
Knock knock. Hey there, Arnie. I mean, Rod. How's it going, dude? I hope you're having a good evening / night so far. Welcome to some no HUD driving and racing. Arnie Legion. Yeah, thanks, Sid. How's your day going? Still on the Odyssey grind, now up to level 73. Very nice for that you're making progress with the grind. It's definitely gonna help for the next session. But yeah, it is definitely ridiculous, you know, setting that to level 90 something. Especially in New Game Plus, where I kind of like just wanna, you know, like breeze through the story. Not really having to worry about the grind, which is kind of like the purpose of playing on New Game Plus for like lots of people. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess.
Horizon, my name is London Electricity. If I could just have your attention for 1 minute. Joe.
But yeah, glad to hear that you're doing well. And yeah, I'm also definitely doing good. Levi cooked some spaghetti bolognese for dinner, which was very delicious indeed.
So maybe stop by his
Watched a bit of my favorite show, Californication, or one of my favorite shows, with David Duchovny. And yeah, just on some racing, something chill for the evening, because it's been a bit of a busier day, so it's like a nice relaxing thing. Also, I have no idea why I'm driving, but it's fine. It's the road of sorts. Even there's a change in the scaling, but they stayed the same. Yeah, the scaling unfortunately only applies to enemies on your level or below your level, and how low it might go. But unfortunately there's an option like in Origins to just have no level scaling whatsoever. Because of course they need to have everything be kind of like balanced, right? To make the whole gameplay loop work, but I mean, the thing is, it creates an imbalance if you think about like higher level enemies. Yeah, balances everyone to be at your level, like roughly, but it doesn't impact any like high level guys, unfortunately, so that's definitely something I didn't really enjoy too much. I like in Valhalla how you had the option to like still have everything be at the level that it was initially at. If you want to have it, but also having like guaranteed assassinations and stuff. Really made sure you had like less of a grind to worry about. You love that stuff. You never really saw him in anything other than the X-Files, but he was also in the first Beethoven movie. The one about the big white dog. Ah, I'm not sure if I've seen that one. But that's interesting. I didn't know he starred in a Beethoven movie. Definitely familiar with the composer though. But yeah, I've also seen like a little bit of X-Files, of course, so it was interesting seeing him there, being like so much younger. Because I think he was already in his 40s when he was doing Californication. But yeah, he's a great actor for sure. I also saw him in Twin Peaks. I definitely liked every role so far I've seen him in. I can't really say it's been like too many either. If only, yeah. You can't have nice things in Ubisoft Quebec games. Didn't know he was in that, but then again, you still haven't seen Twin Peaks, but you know it was one of the inspirations for the makers of Silent Hill and Alan Wake games. Yeah, I can definitely see it for Alan Wake for sure. You know, definitely gave me a similar vibe. With a whole like city, and there's like something supernatural happening. And also the whole like vibe of like the woods and the cabins and all that. It's definitely quite similar.
The Roman history of Britain is actually fascinating if you look into it. And if you do, maybe you could come and tell me some of it, because I haven't got a clue.
Nice. I thought I might learn something about the history here of Rome in Britain. But we have to wait until Valhalla for that, I guess. But then again, this isn't entirely our historical game. You see that sneaky stream again? Hey there, Dr. Darling. Well, not so sneaky, I kinda announced it earlier. When we were in the Sinner stream. So I guess you kinda knew what to expect.
Cheers, Chris, but I'm stunt coordinator on this new movie. I can't do the stunts myself anymore.
Tell me about it. Chris has moved into Hospital Records.
But yeah, how's it going? I hope you're having a nice day so far. Hope it's not too hot for you today. Oh, excellent. I got the 10 broche shoes. Just what I always wanted in a racing game. But it's funny how many like clothing items you can get to stylize a character that you almost never really seeing in a race.
So that taxi driver gig I mentioned, the one with the supercar taxi, I've got it sorted. Meet me here and I'll explain everything.
Okay, so we are up here. It's not too much up here. It's like a race over there. I have this like a multiplayer mod where you can play Infected, for example. Basically, you're like a bomb, I guess, and you have to crash into other cars to like pass on the bomb. And then the timer goes down until they are destroyed, I think. Like something like that. But yeah, let's just go over here to the next circuit race, I guess.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
What the heck happened there? Some invisible terrain. Or maybe the snow is covering it.
In 400 meters, turn right.
The GPS has come in really handy, I have to say. Because it's so immersive, you know, like having like a GPS telling you where to go.
Turn right. In 400 meters, turn sharp left. sharp left. In 200 meters, turn
Oh,
right.
hold on. There's a board here. Hey there, Sage, welcome in.
Turn right.
How's it going today? The Greendale Club Circuit. What happened to my back window? Somebody tried to break into my car while I was at a red light. You know, I just crashed into some invisible terrain and then my car flipped for some reason. And that caused like a window breaking. Holy shit. Didn't realize you were so close behind me. Thought I had a bit of an advantage there.
Welcome to round 5 of Horizon Road Racing Series. This is the next level of racing in every sense. Which, of course, is why you're here.
We could actually drive to Edinburgh. That's the first, like, street race, yeah? There's also a story in regards to the world's fastest rendos. And yeah, that's like the first ever street race, I think. Like the introduction race. I think I would like to do the story because I'm pretty sure the story sets us back to the story location. Then we can head out to do the first street race, yeah? Afterwards.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Whoops. It's a bit curious, there's like no traffic in Edinburgh. Okay, there's at least a tram here. And the first cars. Okay, there's a bit here.
Turn left. In 200 meters, turn left.
I found the Scott Monument.
To do so.
Welcome to Edinburgh, greatest city in the world. Grab yourself some fish and chips, some salt and sauce, and make yourself at home.
You have arrived at your
This
destination.
is London Electricity on hospital records.
Now, I know that this investment might look like a lot, but it's worth it, trust me. Every business you buy will give you a daily payout of their earnings, so there's a nice incentive for you. This is the perfect location, yeah? It's gonna make us a mint. I've got a waiting list of clients already, but I think we should try out all the cars first. Don't you agree?
This kind of like reminds me a bit of the GTA businesses, which you could buy and then do missions for them, and ultimately you get like a better payout as a result. But yeah, 100k we can definitely bear here. We have over 2 million at the moment.
Good decision, good decision. You and me, we're gonna show everyone what world's fastest really means. What do you think? So, we've got the premises. I've got the contacts, and you've got a few minutes to kill before our first client arrives. 2013 Lamborghini Veneno. Take the keys and show Horizon what it can do. I want them all talking about us. I want the punters to know that when we say world's fastest, we mean it. Just a quick run out to Glen.
Just want to be a bit familiar with what kind of like road I have to take here, roughly.
Rannoch. Oh, and our first client's on the way, remember? Better step on it.
I hope the navigation system tells me where to go, roughly.
In 400 meters,
Okay.
turn right.
Turn right. Whatever. Shit. I have no idea where I'm driving. Doesn't matter, does it? As long as I'm getting to the place I have to go to.
In 400 meters, turn left. In 400 meters, you will arrive at your destination.
Nice work. I'll have it picked up and toweled off. And you better vanish before the client sees you. Call me when you're ready for the next one, yeah? I'm thinking something Scandinavian.
I gotta say, these ones are really tricky when you have to get someone under time pressure for like a story. Because the navigation system is very slow in telling you when you have to kind of like make a turn. It both goes and answers with like 400 meters, but could be like one of 3 kind of like exits you have to take. And once it actually tells you to take a turn, it's like too late maybe, at like a really high speed. But yeah, that's a disadvantage of not having a driving line or like a minimap.
You have arrived at your destination.
Okay, for this race I think I want to try my Aventador finally. Definitely made for street races. Just gotta get used to this speed because it's gonna be quite a difference to the Dodge Charger. Oh shit. Yeah, that's what I mean. Can be tricky to see in time, like that you actually have to take a right turn there. And in these kind of like speeds, it's gonna be over more severe. Dude. I need snow tires. I don't think this car even has the option to have snow tires, unfortunately. Okay, this is worst. Ah dear. Winter season, super like tight corners in the mixed-out car in Edinburgh. Without a driving line indicating when you have to brake. But hey, we still got second place, right? Yeah. Oh. Because I only had one enemy. That's why. Okay, then. Let's restart and get first place this time. Conditions. Perfect conditions. It really is, you know, a car I've never driven before. In these conditions. What the fuck? Just sliding. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, this is definitely the first challenge we've had so far. Before this race I didn't really have too much trouble getting first place. But this is a different beast entirely. Oh no, it's this freaking corner. Fucking. I thought I had to go right. I had to go left. It felt like almost uncontrollable at times. Okay. Wird der legendary car verwett wo?
Hey, my lord. Nice paint job. Why not show the artist some love with a rating?
Oh man, I knew you'd be good at this. I just knew it. You're through to the next round. I can't wait to see what you're capable of.
Alright, we could stay a bit further here in Edinburgh. I reckon the next story of this is just gonna be another like drive there really fast kind of deal, which is a bit tricky with a no HUD. What I could do instead is another showcase event with the Halo Experience Showcase, which is also reference to Halo the gaming series, I think.
And very good friend of the station, Jamin Shah. Now he's worried that if we... Perfect cover. Nobody around here listens to Scott Tyler. They're just here for the music. See? Check it out.
100 meters, turn left. In 100 meters, turn right. Turn around when it is safe to do so. Calculating route. In 200 meters, turn left. Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 100 meters, turn right. Turn left. In 200 meters, turn right.
Rod, since you hadn't done side quests in Odyssey for years, you decided to do one about the slave who is the brother of a criminal known as the Kingfisher, leader of a Dagger gang. If I'd forgotten how long that quest goes for and the fact that there's multiple sub-quests associated with it. There's like so much content and so many quests in Odyssey, it's honestly crazy. And yeah, it's the exact reason why I also skip most of it upon replaying. But yeah, I've played through Odyssey 100% twice, I think. So I've done those quests at least twice so far. And yeah, some of those quests can just feel like they go on forever. Which is nice if you wanna like have lots of content and wanna spend more time in a certain location. But it can definitely also feel like it drags a bit after a while. Discovered a player house, huh? The Carseville Road. It's ridiculous the amount of side quests there are, and yeah, it makes the game feel a bit bloated.
So I thought you could use a place in the suburbs. It's not cheap, but come on. This is the most beautiful city in the UK. Maybe the world, if you ask Alex.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, ironically, even though technically to complete everything you need less amount of hours than for Valhalla, with Valhalla I don't have that same amount of like feeling of fatigue, I guess, with the content, because I guess in Odyssey it feels like more samey, whereas in Valhalla I feel like there's a bigger variety in what you're doing. I guess a lot of the side stuff also really helps with Valhalla, like the puzzles and stuff. If you're into that, of course, like not everyone enjoys those puzzles, but I kind of like them in Valhalla. And I'm definitely also more invested in the stories and the characters, I guess. But yeah, ultimately, I guess it's like also a matter of like preference. If you like the more silly humor of Odyssey, then that might be different. And one might be able to endure more of a side quest. Okay, so 750,000 is quite a hefty price here. But we get 3 super wheel spins out of it and another house. So I'm gonna buy it.
Has been after a place around here for years. If he asks, let him visit, yeah?
Sage, you hope Shadows shows that they have listened. Maybe alone, but you prefer quality over quantity when it comes to side stuff. Yeah, I'm with you there, Sage. I'd rather have like less amount of time I spend on a game, but it's like high quality. Definitely don't value my gaming purchases in like amount of hours played, and rather just, you know, how good it is and how good it feels. Because ultimately that also increases replayability in a way, you know, because for one, it doesn't take quite as long to get through the game, and all of the content you're playing feels like handcrafted maybe, and I've put a lot of effort into it.
Around when it is safe to do so.
Well, what you liked about Origins was that there were some funny side quests, but they were few and far between, so it had more balance. Absolutely. Yeah, I think Origins had a nice amount of humor, you know? And that's also a thing, right? If you have some humor in it and you also have some dramatic moments and you kind of like balance them out and they feel like naturally belonging to whatever the storyline and the characters are. You know, even like finding something funny and maybe like a, you know, sad or depressing situation, like for example with the girl that wants to jump from a cliff in Origins, you know, and when Bai kind of like makes her laugh by saying maybe you should find the scorpion that killed your husband and kill the scorpion. You know, like those are moments that can be generally you know, like easing the mood, I guess, or create like a laugh or something and don't feel forced. And by having those kind of like two things contrasting, it kind of like helps make either be more effective, I think, than just if your general tone is like dorky and funny. Then if you heard the same joke already a few times, or if you heard the 200 numbers of Malakas, then, you know, it might get old after a while. And yeah, I do like how Origins balance it out as well. It's definitely like appropriate when something funny happens, I think. And there's definitely lots of funny stuff in Origins, I think. Also, I just realized I drove all the way back to Edinburgh, even though I tried to go to the showcase event. Oh dear.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Getting lost in Edinburgh. That's what I shouldn't have named the stream today.
In 400 meters, turn left.
It's Horizon Base Arena.
Oh yes, we are back on the one and only base arena with your big homie Scott Tyler. Now I got some real estate news for you people, Horizon. Yeah, I said real estate news. We do that now, all right? Adapt or die. Anyway, looks like our drivers are here to stay.
So the navigation system is so weird. Like, usually it announces 400 meters before you have to turn, but you have to go somewhere. And then it also tells you to turn when it's time to do so. But often I feel like, especially in the city, it doesn't tell you when you have to turn. You just have to make the decision yourself. And that's why I'm getting like lost so easily in Edinburgh, because my GPS system is like an unreliable narrator or something.
In 100 meters, turn right. In 100 meters, turn left.
That is a great example. Yeah, that's what came off the top of my head.
In 400 meters, turn right.
Would you guys agree Ghost of Tsushima tackled side content really well, assuming you've played it, Crook? Each side mission has its own unique story and there's a good amount of them, but not too much. Well, I did play Ghost of Tsushima. I played it in 2020, I think, or 21, either year, for the first time. And I've also ended up getting all the side content done and 100%ing and platinuming it. I had a great time with it, and I feel like the side stories were very well done. I enjoyed most of the characters and their stories. But the whole Tomoe storyline I ended up dreading a bit through at some point, you know. It was like pretty much the only one, I think. I would say that apart from like the major side missions, like excluding, you know, the companion quests and the mythical tales, there was definitely quite a bit of busy work, you know, from like the forts and the shrines and another like bird to investigate, or another fox to investigate, another haiku to make, another, you know, like bath and reflect. I feel like those type of activities overstay the welcome a little bit if you do all of them. But overall I think it was still a very enjoyable 100% completion. But I would still say that it is very much inspired by the Ubisoft formula. You know, the whole like way that Ghost of Tsushima tackled its world map. And in a way, I don't think it can overcome some of the shortcomings of that formula, or some of the genericness, I guess, that can come with creating a map with that kind of like content, or fit with collectibles. Well, you know, I like Ubisoft games, obviously, so I think I still really enjoyed Ghost of Tsushima overall. And yeah, I mean, that's the reason I platinumed it on my first playthrough. But that's mostly affecting like the minor side content, I guess.
Recalculating route. In 200 meters, turn left.
What time is it, Horizon? Yeah! No, really, seriously.
Yeah, Red Dead 2 is such an amazing game. I can't wait to play that one again, I have to say.
It's freaking me out.
Still one of my favorite story games out there.
I guess those gorgeous, amazing, beautiful winter sunsets help, so, alright. I'm just gonna watch this sky and unwind with a blissed out track. Come on, stay tuned, right here to Base Arena.
B2 Rod, I'm super excited. It did hurt a little bit, you know, pushing it back further. You know, having to wait longer to get to it, but I think it's gonna be all the better for it. You know, the anticipation is definitely building up. And also getting it to it as part of like the Historic Order run, I think I'm also gonna gain some newfound appreciation for the historical details in the game that we might be investigating. What I'm super excited about is kind of like highlighting that transitional period, you know, like the way of life that's for Arthur and his gang is kind of like coming to an end in a way. And of course is further emphasized on in Red Dead 1. Really getting to this like modern society that's also making its way to America.
You have arrived at your destination.
Wasn't the event supposed to be here? Somewhere over here. They could definitely showcase these symbols a bit earlier, I think. Because those ones in the background, like the Horizon backstage and the Super, they get displayed from quite a high distance. But the regular like races and like showcase will pop up only if you get directly to them. Stage when you played Origins Valhalla really recent, most of the side missions felt they never even matter. But when you take Brotherhood, where you don't do the Sophia side quests or you're missing important stuff, I know what you mean. And yeah, like in Valhalla, you know, they kind of made the decisions to have a lot of the side quests be made into like shorter world events. Similar, I guess, to some of the stuff you do in Red Dead 2. You know, like random encounters, just that they are, of course, like a bit more streamlined and scripted. Because lots of people were kind of like a bit complaining after Odyssey that there was like too much busy work on the side quests. And with the main story already so long, they tried to like let you focus a bit more on like the main story instead. So I get why they've done it in Valhalla, but for me it's like they don't offer very like much replayability, right? In Valhalla they feel like the world events are more like done to entertain you. And if you don't know the point, then yeah, it will entertain you probably. But if you already know all of that, then you know, it doesn't have this kind of like surprising factor, and then they don't be quite as entertaining to me at least. If I already know like where it ends and what to expect. So I definitely prefer the approach of games like Brotherhood, as you mentioned, where it's like, you know, directly tied into the main story and gives you also like important information. Yeah. I would say I really like the side quests in Origins though. I think in Origins they are really well tied into the main story, the targets, kind of like internal struggle the bike goes through, and also to you know, give you more information about the location you're in and the people. But it can still feel, you know, like busy work, of course, because ultimately you're still doing the same things most of the time. And there's definitely like an amount of content to pad the playtime in a way, of course. But I guess Brotherhood also have it in a way, you know, like Brotherhood has like tons of side quests that might not be quite as important, you could argue. Like a lot of the assassination contracts or like the faction quests. It's definitely quite a bit of content to also pad the game. But yeah, I enjoy Brotherhood from start to finish. I like doing 100% with the game too. But especially like in Brotherhood is the 100% like challenges. I do like the optional objectives quite a bit. And the Brotherhood made the introduction to them. Sage, you've seen videos of Red Dead 2 where there's like 6 different outcomes of smaller scenarios based on what you do. You make sure to tune in when I play it. Nice, thank you. I appreciate it, Sage. Yeah, it's gonna be definitely a long while until we reach the end of the 19th century in our run. We're currently in 5000 BC roughly. But I can't wait to get there. And yeah, I can't wait to showcase the game in like a really in-depth manner as well. Definitely gonna take lots of time to also read up on like all the different notes and like news and yeah, anything we can get our hands on. It would be nice to find some behind the scenes Red Dead 2. But I know that Rockstar is usually quite shy when it comes to that aspect of like sharing that with the viewership of how they make the games often, so not sure how much we will be able to find and cram out in regards to Red Dead 2. But yeah, looking forward to it. Like some dude needs your help and there's like 6 time ranges based on what you do. It's great when you have that variety in like outcomes, you know, it really makes every playthrough maybe also feel a bit different. Thought it was a great idea incorporating it into my historic auto run, and if I'm able to find a game that covers the American Civil War, it would be cool, because that's a part of history referenced in Red Dead 2 as well. That's a good point. Yeah, I think you posted North and South, was it? The like more old school game based on the American Civil War, I believe. I'm also going to look up some other games that might be set in that particular time, because yeah, I think it would definitely be a very important event, also in a way tying together the time of like the American War for Independence, you know, and like of course the late 19th century. We're of course gonna have a very in-depth view into how it came to the independence with the AC games, like Liberation and AC3 and also Rogue. But yeah, it would definitely be good to have one in the American Civil War, because that's definitely a bit of an untapped territory so far. Hey there, Zomb. Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're having a nice day so far. And yeah, it's going quite well. Just doing a bit of no HUD driving. So having all of the heads-up display disabled here. Well, most of it in Forza 4. It's my second time playing the game. And yeah, very nice, because the game is very open about how you want to progress. Like, you could literally do anything you want and you would still make progress towards the end, I guess. So that fits really well into this type of like playthrough. I find being clearing out side content on Iki Isle before having to take care of some stuff. Oh, very nice. I haven't actually played the Iki Island DLC yet, but I think my next playthrough of Ghost of Tsushima I'm gonna do on PC. And the PC version is by default, I think, Director's Cut, so it does include the Iki Island DLC. I played it previously on the PlayStation 4, and I didn't have it, the DLC then. So I would love to replay the game and then play the DLC for the first time. But yeah, how is it? How are you liking the DLC? Is it good? What, you forgot about this song? You remember listening to it for a while because it was so catchy? I remember where you heard it from first too? Oh, nice. I think I know which one you mentioned, because I read that message like halfway when you wrote it. During the song. It's a very catchy song for sure.
Does this kind of thing happen often at Horizon?
Similar to the Crew games? You could say so. Yeah, the Crew was kind of like Ubisoft's answer to the Forza Horizon game in some ways, you know? Giving like a bit of an arcadey, but also slightly realistic driving experience with like lots of online content and all of that. But it's definitely a lot better, in my opinion, than the Crew. The driving feeling especially is fantastic in these games. And it's definitely much more open about how you want to do things, for sure. Now, I've only played the Crew 1, which I know is like more story-based and a bit more linear. And I think the Crew 2 and the one they recently released, or not too long ago, Motorfest, I think is what it's called. I think they might be a bit more open in the style of Forza Horizon. But yeah, this is definitely one of the goats of like arcade racing with like lots of content, but definitely similar. Road, that's the one. Not sure what the gameplay is like, because you were just a kid when you rented it one time. But it could be a good quick game to cover as well if you're looking into for a shorter experience. Definitely, yeah. You have a couple like shorter games on the list that would definitely help getting through certain times a bit faster. And not having, you know, the entire series playthrough go for overly long. So having like shorter games is definitely nice to throw in. And of course I can throw in more games if they are shorter as well. So I'm definitely gonna look into it. Fortunately, I still have quite a bit of time to make a decision about that. Because the list is kind of like subject to change at any point, really. And I still might throw games out or like include them. But yeah, if we have gone past a certain year, then I'm definitely not gonna go back to start another game that already is past the year I'm currently at. Would you recommend Liberation? You've done Dead Kings, George Washington, Freedom Cry, but you've never tried Liberation or Odyssey. So personally, I think Liberation is a really interesting game. It's made by the guys behind Rogue and The Curse of the Pharaoh's DLC and Dawn of Ragnarok, if you played those stories. To give you like a bit of an impression like what the approach might be. It's actually their first Assassin's Creed title that they worked on in collaboration with the main studio Montreal. And yeah, I think it has really cool ideas. I mean, having Evelyn as a protagonist, she's a bit more versatile when it comes to like disguises. So there's like a persona system, which affects basically how the population reacts to you. You can be like an assassin persona, you can be like a lady persona or like a slave persona, and it does change what you can do. And yeah, it was also like a pretty nice tie-in game, I think, between, you know, like the Colonial Saga. There's even a Connor cameo that happens. Ultimately, if you like the gameplay style of like games like AC3, like the engine, and if you like the time period, and you want to learn more about like the South States, I guess, during that time, then I would definitely recommend playing it. There's also a nice element of like trying to uncover the truth, because some of what you might see in Liberation is actually corrupted, and in a way you're also liberating the experience from being corrupted and seeing how things really happened. So I think that was also a nice element. So your first copy of Tsushima was the digital deluxe for PS4. Gotten around initial release. You upgraded that version to Director's Cut as a pre-order. You played for it many times there, but now you have upgraded to PS5 versions of Director's Cut and you're currently on another 100% playthrough. And your first PS5 playthrough. That would be so nice, you know, getting that graphical upgrade as well. Getting to play in 60 FPS, and I imagine the controller would also be maybe a bit nicer. I've never really gotten used to the PlayStation 4 controller too much. I'm more of like an Xbox One controller guy. Or like GameCube, I guess. Like a bit more, you know, like a bit bigger in the hand, I guess. But I know that the PlayStation 5 controller is like more akin to that kind of like design. So I could imagine how that might also feel a bit better. Hey there, Jude, welcome in. How's it going? I'm currently playing on PC. Yeah, playing on PC with an Xbox controller here. Hey there, Shilla, ahoy. Welcome in, dude. How's it going? And yeah, it's going very good, thank you for asking. Just doing some casual racing here for this evening. A bit more with an HUD here. Definitely had quite a challenging race earlier where I played a maxed out car pretty much. And then had to drive in the winter season through Edinburgh with like super tight corners and like a crazy acceleration and a crazy slide. Had to make use of a of the rewind function quite a bit there to get the race done. But yeah, apart from that, it's been going pretty good. You good? Grinding the new Dead by Daylight update a bit? Oh yeah, I saw you mention that earlier in Rods and the Sinner stream, I think. How is it so far? Are you liking it? The new update? Hey there, Mitch. Welcome in, dude. How's it going? I'm doing well today, thank you. Doing a bit of no HUD racing this evening. We're currently exploring Great Britain, or the UK, I guess, in snow season with no HUD elements whatsoever. Alright, let's do this Halo crossover here.
Initializing UNSC training protocol 165FD.
Not sure if any of you guys have played Halo. I'm not really too familiar with the series. But it's nice, I think, still that they have like a crossover there. But yeah, Halo is very much a Microsoft franchise, isn't it? Or like an Xbox franchise. So it does make sense. You find that whichever console you've spent a long time in recent time frame with a controller for that your hands will be more adapted to, and changing others would cause time being needed to readapt to the feel of a controller. PlayStation 4 is a smaller controller, PlayStation 5 is bulky, and Xbox One is in between. I see. Makes definitely sense, you know, it's like certainly something to get used to. I guess what threw me off is that what you like mentioned, like I used to play on the Xbox controller most of the time. And then would switch to the, you know, PlayStation 4 controller just for this one playthrough. So yeah, it's definitely something that you have to like adjust towards. Mitch, you're super hot and tired. Summer in Rome is merciless. I can imagine, dude. So what kind of like temperatures are you getting? I mean, it's been already like very hot here and quite humid and unbearable, but I can only imagine like further in the south, you know, how it might be for you guys. So that's okay, nothing too crazy. A new serve you have to get the achievement for. 1 out of 3 is missing, and some changes for stuff you have to get used to, but nothing crazy. I see. That's definitely fair. Sounds like you can get it done in a short amount of time overall. That game has been out by quite a while, I think. It's cool they're like still making updates for it. Minimum is 22 and the max is 38 and it will get hotter, no rain at all. That sounds tough, dude. Especially also for the nature, you know, if everything is like drying up. But yeah, like minimum temperature 22 at night can be also kind of annoying. Especially when you want like sleep and stuff. I usually like to sleep when it's like a bit cooler, for sure. How's the temperature here? Let me have a look. I didn't actually check the temperature today. It was definitely hot, but I can check real quick. Well, today we had like a max of like 28 degrees Celsius, pretty much. And a pretty high humidity with like lots of sun. So definitely felt hotter than it was, for sure. But yeah, on the weekend we're gonna get up to like 32 degrees Celsius. So that's definitely pretty hot for these standards, yeah. Yeah, Shilla, the whole like level cap was such a disaster. Because I remember when Odyssey came out, right, I was like basically playing the game non-stop. And that meant that I was reaching the level cap of 50 because I was also doing like all the additional side missions, right? I've like really grinded out contracts and all the type of stuff. So I got more XP than the game anticipated, I guess. And I maxed out at level 50 when I was like reaching the islands of like Mykonos and Naxos. And at that point, if you guys know, there's like still quite a lot of content. So at that point, they didn't have a level cap patched in yet. And at that point, they didn't have mastery points like in Origins. Like you couldn't get more ability points to like invest into anything. So it was like completely capped. Any XP you were like earning after reaching level 50 was like wasted essentially. Like you earned still the XP, but once the level cap was full, it was like starting from 0 again and you didn't get anything for it. It tells you quite a bit about how they, calculated the amount of XP people might be getting. And then they like did a emergency patch to get it to level 70, which was alright. But then they had the same problem again and they changed it to 99. And 99 was just too much because you really had to like, even after having completed every quest in the game, people usually weren't getting over like level 90 unless they were like purposefully going out of a way to grind more. So like I swear Odyssey's leveling system is just one big heap of mess. Which in fact a big issue there are wildfire that getting ignited just by a bit of heat and sun. Yeah, I can imagine. Like a fire would start so easily, and if it's like that dry, it can also spread more easily as well. So I hope you guys stay safe and that it doesn't come to that. And then there's also of course the element of like people accidentally causing a fire, or in some cases even on purpose. So Levy actually works in like the traveling sector, right? In like trust and safety and stuff. And the amount of like people starting wildfires on purpose right now has actually increased. And I don't know what's going on in their minds, But it's just such a stupid thing and something that can, endanger like so many people so easily and quickly. Yeah, 32 is pretty hot for the climate over here. And usually it comes with a very humid climate, so it just feels like way hotter than it actually is. Interestingly enough, the graphics for Tsushima is of high enough quality that it's hard to notice much of any difference, if at all, between the PlayStation 4 and 5 versions. However, you're enjoying the difference of having the faster load times and the haptic feedback that naturally comes with PlayStation 5. That's fair. And I guess the FPS increase might also be quite nice to have. From 30 to 60. Would make it look a bit smoother. But yeah, that's true. Like, I mean, even the base PlayStation 4 version was stunning to look at. And I reckon they didn't really increase like many of the texture resolutions or anything. But yeah, it's great when you can have both versions look great and run well on either system. And yeah, the load times weren't even that bad on the PlayStation 4, right? But on PlayStation 5 it's pretty much instantaneously. It's truly alarming. You had to put your poor pasty inside the house. It was getting cooked outside. I can imagine, dude. I mean, now if you want to dry some herbs, then that might be a good thing. But with parsley, I guess fresh is definitely a lot better than dried up. At least that's my preference. I prefer fresh parsley or frozen parsley over dried one. Alright, time for the Halo showcase. We can get the Halo car here. Nice. The chief. Jesus, we're at 45 degrees Celsius. That is absolutely insane.
With the ongoing and evolving threat posed by an increasingly focused Covenant, all frontline UNSC personnel are expected to complete the following training exercise. Upon completion of the training exercise, please submit results to UNSC FleetCom for assessment.
I remember the summer of 2018, we had 2 weeks or so of every day getting 40 plus degrees Celsius. I think at one point it was maxing out at like 43, 44 one day. But that was absolutely insane temperatures for Germany, you know? And something we very rarely get over here, but I remember it was like horrible. Because I also had to like travel back and forth between Berlin every day. And like in the office, I was like also on the place, of course, with the window in my back, with the sun shining on my back at like 40 plus degrees. I can tell you, I was like being toasted in those 2 seasons, those 2 weeks.
This is Kilo Actual.
But they're getting up to 45 on a regular basis.
Cortana to Kilo Actual. Perfect timing.
That'd be insane.
Ready for dust off.
Whoa! A boarding pickup! Sorry, Cortana. I gotta shake these bogies.
Affirmative, Kilo Actual. I'll scan for a new LZ. Chief, gun it. Get us out of here.
Cortana, what is this place?
I don't know. Looks like a fortification of some kind, but it hasn't been used in centuries.
Is that a Spartan? We're gonna make it home after all.
A Spartan.
We don't have long. This ring is gonna go nuclear in 3 minutes, and we do not want to be here when it does.
Because Chief is actually a Spartan, isn't he?
Be there for evac in 3 minutes.
There was actually an epic rap battle of history between Leonidas from 300 and Chief from Halo.
Just go straight up here. We've got a better chance of avoiding those Banshees off-road.
Hoorah!
Whoa, Banshees! Look out!
Banshees inbound!
Maybe I can showcase that one after this race. Being on topic of Odyssey and Halo.
Alert! Banshees, fast and low.
Banshee! Save us, Chief!
This is Cortana to all air support units. I'm sending you coordinates for an LZ, requesting immediate evac. Repeat, all air support units to the LZ.
Cortana, I'm getting a green from 3, 4, make that 5 Pelicans. En route to the LZ. You and the Marines had better be there soon. Cortana, I can't follow you through there. I'll see you on the other side.
That's not the most reassuring choice of words. This cave is not a natural formation.
Woo! Echo!
I don't like this. Comms have gone quiet. Kilo Actual, do you read? Kilo Actual. Whoa!
Loud and clear, Cortana.
Good to see you again, pilot. I do not want to reach that LZ without you.
Hoorah!
Cortana to all units, the LZ is right ahead. We have 30 seconds before the ring superstructure begins to collapse. Seconds, Chief. 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're not gonna make it. Pilot, this would be a very good time to leave. Horizon Festival training module complete. Initiating upload of results to UNSC FleetCom.
Oh yeah. Imagine we could have a chief as like a character model permanently. Would be pretty funny. Thankfully I haven't lived anywhere that's gone to 45, but definitely up to 40. Yeah, fair. Yeah, that would be crazy, like getting that every year. Guaranteed. Definitely gotta stay hydrated. The game you've noticed a lot of differences between versions of, however, would be Hogwarts Legacy. It's actually bizarre how many changes were made to make it where the devs were happy enough with the PlayStation 4 port, which came out months later than the original release for PlayStation 5 and PC.
Well, there isn't any bad news, really. Meet you at the starting line.
We're talking about a level of difference that makes PlayStation 4 have load times between outside and inside of over a minute, whereas PlayStation 5 is instantaneous. Some bridges at Hogwarts on PlayStation 5 will be part of the outside and open up more to the elements, but on PlayStation 4 they're all covered up. At least one of them had a shape alteration so as to make for a longer time to cross before reaching the doors. They might not even exist in PlayStation 4 5 versions. That is, yeah. At that point, you know, why don't you just consider releasing it only for the new gen, or current gen rather, you know? But it's probably more like driven by, okay, we need to have more profits out of a PlayStation 4 market or something, you know? But yeah, that would be really jarring to, you know, have that kind of experience. I did actually play Hogwarts Legacy on the Xbox Series X. And I think it ran pretty well. I mean, it had like a couple performance issues, like some stutters. But overall it was pretty smooth and pretty good experience. Like when it comes to the performance at least, and like the visuals. What a mashup, Rod. It really is. I remember watching that as like a teenager. Because it was like popular back then. The whole like epic rap battles of history. I used to watch that religiously. And I think it's still a thing. Just doesn't happen quite as often anymore. Oh, there's another showcase. Interesting. So Hogwarts Legacy worth it? You tend to get when it's on sale. I'm a bit split on the game, I have to say. And it's like a similar experience for like lots of people who play it, that the first kind of like 5 to 10 hours is really cool. Because you get to explore Hogwarts and like the castle, which is like really well done and very detailed. But it does definitely fall into like a bit of a repetitive nature when it comes to like exploring anything outside of Hogwarts Legacy, Hogwarts, the castle, which is like a lot more than, you know, like you spend more time ultimately there than in the castle most of the time. I think it's a solid game, you know. If you don't have too high expectations, I think you can have a good time with it. But personally, I wanted to have like more classes, like more of a feeling of like being a student and really like, you know, maybe getting some tests or whatever, or like really participating in a class, you know, and like really like building your own character according to what you might be interested in as a student. The game definitely doesn't, you know, fulfill on that fantasy. But there's still lots of, you know, fun stuff to do in the game. Like the combat is solid, you know. The exploration can be fun. The side activities, yeah, a bit more of a generic side, I would say. But the highlight is definitely the castle. And if, for instance, you're mainly just interested in exploring the castle and like seeing all these references to the movies and books, then I think you're gonna have a good time with it. But yeah, there's only so much you can do in the castle. So yeah, if you're like a fan of you know, franchise, and if you don't have too high expectations, I think you can have a good time with it. I mean, I enjoyed my playthrough overall, but yeah, like about halfway through, I was like ready for the game to kind of come to a close, I will admit. But that's only my experience, and the ones of others, you know, might differ a great deal. You expect nothing that gets you to a new level of gaming, you just want to chill in Hogwarts and have a decent story. Well, you can definitely chill in Hogwarts for sure. And the story is alright. Yeah.
400 meters, turn left. In 200 meters, turn left.
Not anything for me to write home about, but I think there were some interesting aspects about it. And also liked some of the characters.
Turn left.
But yeah, so I kind of want to showcase that video I was talking about with Leonidas and the Chief. So you guys just gonna switch over to Historical Research Center to showcase that. Because hey, there's technically some history involved. It has Leonidas in it.
A brief history of time.
That is 12 years ago, in 2012. Let me enable some subtitles here. Thank you for the follow, Trucker Robert. Welcome in. How's it going? Seems like a century ago now. It does.
Show this patty up and who's the hardest! The biggest mistake that you've ever made! I'll toss it like a frag grenade! I'll stomp you in the face with my sandals and rage, and tonight we shall rhyme in the shade! You puny fans of fat nerds on computers! Jerking up the games, giving themselves first-person shooters! Your armor's hard, but my abs are harder! You're in my hood now, chief! This is Sparta!
Is that the thing?
Not so fast. Cortana says you're Greek, so why don't you stick these lyrics up your ass? Stick with a monument to my sins. You're the soldier that needs you to be. Ain't no way that you could beat me. Even my initials spell MC. While you and your companions were all camping in a canyon, took a campaign to your house and showed your queen my plasma cannon. They should have thrown your rhymes over the cliff because they're sickly. You will not enjoy this, but it will be over quickly. I've been better battles with my 6-year-old son. When I'm rocking these guns, I'm Kane. You sleep with a freezer in outer space. I look you in the eyes, we get too much of a bitch to show your face. You got a bad case of no shirt there, Fabio Flintstone. Your whole plan got messed up by a hunchback with Down syndrome. 300 asses need a kicking. Get more teabags than Lipton. So watch you quit your bitching. My trigger fingers itching.
Ah, dear. I do miss those videos, I have to say. Ah yeah, the good old times of epic rap battles of history. Ah, amazing. Ah yeah, Henry Ford versus Karl Marx. That could definitely be a rap battle as part of the Assassin's Creed series. Hey there, Robert, how's it going? Would vote for Leonidas winning that. I would actually have to give my vote to Master Chief, I think. But back when I first watched it, I was definitely also for Leonidas and would kind of like vote for him. But it's interesting rewatching it. And then, you know, like seeing the burns. But yeah, I like this one. One of my favorite ones is actually Martin Luther Jr. versus Gandhi. But I might showcase that one once you actually get to that time period.
Recalculating route. In 100 meters, turn left.
It's funny how that can happen with things. Absolutely. Like revisiting something and then like totally having a different view.
You have arrived at your destination.
Sword in the control room. Don't mind if I do. It's like the continuation of Halo. There he is. It's too much of a bitch to show his face apparently, according to Leonidas.
This is Kilo Actual. Cortana, do you read me? I heard you need a pickup?
Cortana to Kilo Actual. Perfect timing. We are all done here and ready for dust-off.
Whoa! A boarding pickup! Sorry, Cortana. I gotta shake these bogies.
Affirmative, Kilo Actual. I'll scan for a new LZ. Chief, gun it. Get us out of here.
Seems like mostly repetition so far of the first one. But it was marked as a new event and a remix, so maybe there's like some variations in the event at a later point.
We're gonna make it home after all.
Okay, new LZ found. We don't have long. This ring is gonna go nuclear in 3 minutes, and we do not want to be here when it does. Marines, I've added coordinates to your nav. Be there for evac in 3 minutes. Hey, keep your head down. There's 2 of us in here now.
Roger that, Cortana. Hoorah!
Look at these ancient dwellings. It almost looks like something lives here.
Just go straight up here. We've got a better chance of avoiding those banshees off-road.
Hoorah!
Whoa, banshees! Look out!
Banshees inbound! Try and lose them through those trees!
Alert! Banshees, fast and low.
Banshee! Save us, Chief!
This is Cortana to all air support units. I'm sending you coordinates for an LZ, requesting immediate evac. Repeat, all air support units to the LZ.
Cortana, I'm getting a green from 3, 4, make that 5 Pelicans. En route to the LZ. You and the Marines had better be there soon. Cortana, I can't follow you through there. I'll see you on the other side.
That's not the most reassuring choice of words. This cave is not a natural formation.
Woo! Echo!
I don't like this. Comms have gone quiet. Kilo Actual, do you read? Kilo Actual. Whoa!
Loud and clear, Cortana.
Good to see you again, pilot. I do not want to reach that LZ without you.
Hoorah!
Oh shit.
Cortana to all units, the LZ is right ahead. We have 30 seconds before the ring superstructure begins to collapse. Seconds, Chief. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're not gonna make it. Pilot, this would be a very good time to leave.
Okay then, so it's basically the same event again. Wonder why they called it differently and marked as new. I think because maybe it was like a seasonal thing. Ah yeah. I could win like a super wheel spin for completing it another time, I think. Definitely worth in that case. Perfect. I got the wedding march horn, the Santa's running shorts, and the quick draw animation. I'll just have to combine all those together. The quick draw and the Santa's running shorts. What even are Santa's running shorts? And why does it exist? That's fair enough, Shiver. Yeah, there's plenty of time. Like, that game definitely doesn't go anywhere for now.
We've set up this series to find the best cross-country driver at Horizon. Make it all the way, beat the competition, and you'll be crowned the winner. So there's the country. Off you go and cross it.
Rod, you catch me next time. Done with Odyssey for a day and a half until you wake up later to do more grinding. Have a great one. No worries whatsoever, Rod. Definitely catch some sleep. I hope you have a good rest. And yeah, hope that you definitely get enough rest as well to continue with the grind tomorrow. Have a good night. Thanks for being here as well and for joining. And let me also give you a shout out. So for those of you that haven't checked out Rod's channel before, he's currently playing through a series of Assassin's Creed, and he's doing various different playthroughs and challenges with it. Right now he's playing AC Odyssey on a New Game Plus run, and yeah, he's trying to finish all the main content, like all the 3 main storylines, the Legacy of the First Blade DLC and the Fate of Atlantis DLC as well. He's also going to be playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Mirage afterwards. And yeah, big fan of that series. Lots of great knowledge and insight as well. He's also a big fan of Rockstar games like GTA, Red Dead Redemption. You know, like story-based games in general, action adventures, stealth, but also horror games. So yeah, lots of great games, a good variety, and I think you're gonna enjoy it. So yeah, definitely leave a follow if you haven't yet. You're grinded out for now. Grind some sleep now. Thank you for the shout out. No worries whatsoever, dude. More than happy to give you a shout out. And yeah, I don't blame you. Definitely grind that sleep. Get some sleepy XP. Refill those stamina meters. AC Odyssey or Malaka's Grind, which is a better name for it. Well, I would say either, how about Malaka's Grindacy? How about that one? Combining the 2 together. The best of both worlds. Right about that, you decided to not do the DLC now because of the audio sync issue. I see, dude. I don't blame you whatsoever, you know, because it would still take a substantial amount of time to get through both DLCs. And having to like constantly deal with that issue, you know, especially with those DLCs being like a bit more focused on story and cutscenes. It'd probably be just good at this point to get the playthrough done, I reckon, you know, and not worry about that whole audio sync issue anymore. So definitely understandable. And it will also allow you to get quicker through, you know, the series. Which I guess would also be nice. Sorry for destroying your house. The house that I'm about to buy, so doesn't really matter. I'm destroying my own stuff here. Really?
Lovely little seaside retreat. You'd have direct access to the beach, but if you go swimming, just be careful, yeah? You wouldn't be the first driver I've had to fish out of the sea, or a lake, or a public fountain once.
The fetch corner? Yeah, let's buy this one. Absolutely, Rod. Definitely gonna be good getting Odyssey behind you. But yeah, dude, I hope you have a good night and a good rest, and we'll definitely catch you next time. I like the reference there to Shrek 2. If it is a reference. Are we there yet? It's something that the donkey says when they're traveling to the land far, far away. Shrek, Fiona, and the donkey. Are we there yet? No. Are we there yet? Not yet. Are we there yet? No. And then it just becomes increasingly more angry with time. Until Shrek can't take it anymore. Man, I love that movie. The second Shrek one.
I'll go sort the paperwork. You just stay on dry land till I get back.
Alrighty. Oh damn, I have 5 super wheel spins. A casual dance. The dialogue about fishing someone out of a fountain reminded you of the Office episode Koi Pond. I must have seen that one because I watched most of The Office. But if you don't mind reminding me again, because I don't remember entirely what happened in that episode. Did Maiko kind of like fall into water or something? I mean, 2 new cars. The AMC Javelin and the Alfa Romeo 4C. Ice sweater with a blue tartan roll-ups, perfect combination. It's the one where Michael falls into the koi pond at an office building. Ah yeah, it does ring a bell. Give me a sec. It rained. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I gotta say, I really commend Steve Carell for his performance as Michael Scott because it gave me so much secondhand embarrassment, like watching his character. But it's just so well acted, right? Because otherwise it wouldn't be quite as effective. My probably biggest secondhand embarrassment I got from Michael Scott was when he announced that he was going to finance someone's like college studies, I guess. And then all of the college kids were like, or potential college kids were like super excited about the opportunity, and they did like a rhyme and stuff about, hey, Mr. Scott, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when your dreams come true? And he's just like standing there smiling, dead inside, and still going through with it and making them hopelessly suffer through, getting their hopes up about getting tuition or something. That was still like one of the most painful moments, I think, of Michael Scott that I've witnessed yet. It definitely was. They certainly nailed like the awkwardness in some situations. But there were also like some really, really funny moments for sure. The BMW M4. I wouldn't mind some money, I have to say. La cucaracha? I mean, that's a good horn to have, to be fair. Did I even get any money out of this? At least I got some cars, I guess. Especially because you and Micah knew that he wasn't in a place to do that and they had yet to be let in on it during the song. Exactly, you know. That's the thing, like, he realized he couldn't do that because he initially, like, legitimately wanted to do it, I guess, right? At first. But then he realized he couldn't, like, afford it or something. And then he still went through with it. And that's what makes it kind of like so painful, right? Because they're like, still getting their hopes up. I mean, everyone has like understanding if you're like not in a position anymore to do it, you know? That's like legitimate and can't really blame you for that. But if you know that you can't and then still go through with it. But that's pretty much his character, I guess. It can't be helped sometimes. $50K. Well, at least I got a bit of money. It's a start. Season event.
Hospital Records. My name's Chris Goss and Tony. How about we have a nice traditional British day at the seaside?
Event after my own heart. The Bamberg Pinewood Trail.
Hey, my lord. Great to see you've come down to check out your first seasonal championship. We've added some challenges to mix things up a bit. Can't make it too easy for you, right?
We just bought that house by the
So I have to drive against driver tasks. We could do it co-op, honestly, like drive with other real-life players. Would be my first time in this playthrough doing any online. It would be interesting with like the no HUD to see how we do. Without any like rewinds really, or like a pretty heavy
What am I saying? Of course.
rewind penalty. Okay, so we have to go for the limited edition Pursuit. 2014 Forge or the HSV. This is better handling, better acceleration, better speed, better launch, better braking. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the HSV then. At least untuned. have a look at the base colors here. Let's go for the like deep orange. Either way made for the premise of a really awkward episode. It was more like he based what he was able to do at the future date from when he initially made the promise based on where he hoped he would be financially in the future but wasn't able to get there. I see. Yeah. It's been a while since I watched it. But yeah, definitely made it awkward either way. You're not wrong there. You know, given that this championship is for A rank, I should actually tune my car to like the best A rank that I can have, really. So I can travel here. Let's go back to our house real quick. Take care of some tunes here. Should definitely also get some snow tires here. It's gonna help. Granted that there are any snow tires available for this car. Yep, there are. Okay, that's gonna help already quite a bit. There's only so much I can do now. Let's just go and get the sport upgrades here until we have like maxed out our A rating. Okay, this already gets us to S1, which means our car would be not able to enter the competition. Let's go for sport, spring and dampers here. Yeah, weight reduction does quite increases, so I'm not gonna get that. Getting some pretty good upgrades here. Push into this rating, I have to say. I'm gonna leave the tires as they are for now. Alright, pretty happy with that. Wait, what? Why do we now have an S1 ranking? Oh. So these actually increased my rating, unfortunately. Well, I want to keep the rear wing, I have to say, in this, so I'm just gonna get rid of other stuff here. Anything that makes like a bigger difference, I guess. Okay, that's a maxed out A rating there. Gonna keep it like this. Which makes us still eligible for the tournament, but will give us a bit of an edge in comparison to the driver task, I guess.
In 100 meters, turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
So, even though it's freezing out there, we've still got loads of people braving the weather to watch this seasonal. I don't suppose that has anything to do with you, does it?
Alright, let's look for players here. See if we can find anybody. Okay, seems like there's not too much traffic currently here on or interest in this particular championship. Let's go ahead and cancel here for now. And yeah, this is gonna be also where we call it for tonight for Forza Horizon 4 in our no HUD stream. I think I'm gonna get back to this another maybe evening or when I maybe not have too much time on my hands, like during a daytime stream. But tomorrow we're definitely heading back into our historical order run. We're gonna go back to pre-dynastic Egypt. And yeah, we're gonna try to bring the game to a close actually. Because we should be more than halfway through now at this point, I think. And yeah, then we're gonna advance to the year 3000 BC. That's gonna mark the next yeah, major turning point in history when it comes to Egyptian history, at least. Because that's gonna be where the first dynasties will be popping up, and we're gonna have the first pharaohs, the first pyramids, and yeah, a lot of the major landmarks that we associate with ancient Egypt. So that's the plan for tomorrow. For today, I would like to thank you all so much for coming by and for joining. Really appreciate it. And we're gonna go and have a look who's online and who we can raid today. Let's have a look. You too, Zomb. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for dropping by. Alright, we're gonna join over to Ginger Beta 1. He's currently playing some Baldur's Gate 3. I think he's doing like an honor mode playthrough. Not sure what that entails, but Levy and me also recently started playing Baldur's Gate 3. So I'm interested in seeing like another streamer and how they're kind of like approaching the game. I stick to like being very mischievous and a bit of a trickster. So I think that playthrough is gonna be pretty much the opposite. But yeah, we're gonna check it out. Thanks again everyone for being here, and I will see you all in the next one. Until then.